beer tubers, welcome back to Maxwell Starr's beer review. Tonight we're going to take a look at one of the Mill Street beers that I brought back from Nova Scotia. We're going to take a look at Mill Street's Traditional Ginger. This one is a beer flavored with ginger. This ginger beer was first produced in England in the 18th century and was popular amongst ocean-going sailors on long journeys through the colonies. Our traditional ginger is a thirst-quenching, spicy beer that harkens back to the age of sail and is the next adventure on the voyage of discovery at Mill Street. The ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, ginger puree, and hops.
Ginger puree comes before hops?
I guess so.
Alright, why not?
Let's make it interesting. Ginger sometimes can be used quite well as a preservative in beer, like Dave's Adventure Ale from Pickeroons. Actually used ginger like in a minute amount and made the beer taste quite interesting. In some beers, actually, ginger actually works quite well. But this one here is exclusively meant to be a traditional ginger beer.
Now, ginger beers have let us down in the past.
Yes. Moosehead's ginger. Moose Light ginger was horrid. That was one of my more popular reviews, one of the more visited reviews, just because it wasn't a new product this year. But Moosehead really screwed up the ball on that one.
Let's see what happens if we dump ginger into Moose Light.
It's Moose Light with ginger flavoring added. It really wasn't anything more than that. It was just shite.
I would rather a can out of dry.
Exactly. Anyway, myself, I'm a big fan of ginger beers. Like drinking like a bottle of ginger beer from like Sobeys or something that's got one of those stubby bottles, like Jamaican ginger beer or old time ginger beer, or even some craft ginger beers you find around. There's a company that makes some craft brew ginger beers around, and also like Fentiman's ginger beer is really good too. If you're British, you might have heard of that one.
That Propeller makes a non-alcoholic ginger ale,
and I've had that one too, and was really good.
Really gingery. It's almost medicinal at that point.
Yeah, like
and I've had one other ginger beer that was alcoholic.
I've had the Propeller makes their own soda pops, and I've had the root beer, the ginger beer, and the ginger ale, and they were all really good. They make some really good pop.
Now, the Atlantic Brewing Company in Maine made a ginger beer as well, but the ginger flavor in that was so mild and subdued that it was almost an afterthought. So far to date, I haven't had a ginger beer
that's really good.
That really, I mean, presumably if it's a style that's lasted since the 18th century, there must be something to it, but so far I haven't found it.
It may have lasted, it may be a style of beer from the 18th century, but maybe it died out because it wasn't very, because it lost popularity. And these are people that are trying to bring it back. Either way, we'll crack it open, and now to open a BB. Each got a BB bar flag. Gonna crack the top off of this one and take a look at Mill Street Traditional Ginger.
Oh, did I go too far with that? Okay, over the sink.
See? God damn it. Doesn't that look nice? I get a nice little pour here, and this guy's got too much head. Got more head than a cheap hooker.
Never thought I'd have that problem, but yes, too much head.
Okay, anyway. Finger ahead. That's what she said.
I got 3 myself in there.
Get 3 in there?
I got 3 in there.
Alright, it's orangey.
It's definitely
very orangey.
orange.
It's got some golden colors around the edges,
What might
some
even
brassy
say
yellow.
Ginger colored, really.
It's ginger. It's got no soul. Alright.
Let's hope we don't beat this like a ginger stepchild.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, it's died off to a half finger ahead, and it's very porous bubble, so it's really... I'm not expecting that to stay around a lot longer. Although it's kind of neat looking at yours here, because it's the bubbles have sort of turned into this weird cobwebby kind of thing here, where you've got lots of big bubbles interspersed with the smaller ones.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting to watch that.
It's large bubbles, but it looks like it's got some head retention, and that's not... Moosehead Ginger absolutely did not. It had no head retention at all.
It's not all large bubbles. The smaller bubbles are breaking and turning into larger bubbles.
Well, yeah, but it still has some decent head retention, and given the fact that Mill Street actually puts their ingredients list on the side of the bottles, they're not actually using like a chemical or anything to improve their head retention. So, anyway, let's give it a sniff. It's almost like a red fruit kind of ginger kind of smell to it. It's very faint.
I'm getting a little ginger, but not much else. And not like Honestly, I think
sweet ginger.
Honestly, I think a Sussex or a Canada Dry would smell more ginger than this.
Yeah, exactly. Like a real like golden ginger ale. Like in New Brunswick, we're probably one of the few provinces in Canada that still has golden ginger ale products. And it's like a richer, more gingery version of a standard ginger ale. That it's kind of a style that fell out of favor. And our favorite one, got the Sussex ginger ale. Is actually produced in Sussex, New Brunswick.
Is it really?
Well, it originally was produced in Sussex, New Brunswick. Now it's owned by Cadbury Beverages and only produced here. You can't get it out west.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I actually looked for it and couldn't find it anywhere when I was living in Calgary.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I used to tell people about that and they looked at me like I had four heads and was like, what do you mean, calorie reduced golden ginger ale?
Ooh, madness.
Alright.
Yeah, not much flavor.
It's got this like sweet ginger flavor, but it's very faint.
Oh, I just inhaled some again.
Sorry. It's supposed to be good for your sinuses.
Let's hope.
Give it a taste.
So this was supposed to be ginger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, there it is.
No, I taste the ginger. It's just not there much. It's
behind the cereal.
Light taste of ginger. It's not like an overpowering, cloying ginger like the one like Moose Light ginger is.
No, it's not a ginger right to the nuts or anything. But
no. It's a nice, mellow, mild ginger. It's probably designed to make it a ginger beer, but inoffensive. It's got this like ginger taste and an inoffensive hop flavor, like an earthy hop flavor.
This is really middle of the road.
Mm.
Like in a getting hit by a truck kind of way.
Mm.
At least there's some decent lacing on this one. Like it looks okay.
Oops, I just sloshed it on the ground here.
I don't know. I feel like I want more.
Well, I would like more flavor from this one.
I'm almost getting dirt.
Yeah, you're right. It does taste a little on the dirty side.
Like not dirty.
It tastes like dirt.
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 Zathras talks to dirt. Anyway, hardly any flavor. There's no flavor. It's like a very light ale, light beer, with some ginger added to the top of it. And it's almost too faint. Like when I came into this expecting a ginger beer, I was kind of expecting like to have one of those strong, hearty ginger beers that would leave some alcohol, leave some ginger burn in your mouth, and there's nothing here. It's just like
burn.
Carbonated ginger. It's like alcohol in your ginger ale, and it's not even as strong tasting as your Schweppes ginger ale. There's hardly any ginger taste to this.
I mean, it's there.
No,
but just for the sake of being there, like it's.
Really, I'd rather add a shot of rum to my go like Schweppes or Canada Dry than this.
Like I had a Sobeys Nos Compliment ginger ale yesterday, and I got more ginger ale out of this. Like, and it's making me feel a little bloated too. Yeah, so far, that's 3 for 3. Not that great gingers. I mean, it's not offensive in the same way that Moose Ginger was.
This is like mediocre.
Oh,
Moose Ginger was offensive. It was just way too much cloying ginger and really not enough solid effort in that beer. It was.
At least it was.
It didn't
ginger,
work.
At least
it was ginger though.
At least it was ginger.
If this had like, I would love to have had a lot more ginger from this one here.
Yeah.
I'm almost saying like I'm looking at this one and I'm thinking I'm just disappointed. 5% ABV. It's just a basic ginger beer. It almost tastes like a Popsy lager meets ginger beer. It's very faint ginger, very faint flavors, almost nothing.
I almost wish we could get in the Wayback Machine and go back and find out what this was supposed to have tasted like. Maybe this is exactly the way it used to be, and maybe people used to just.
Maybe that's why it died out.
Maybe people just used to drink shitty beer because they didn't know any better.
There's no burn to this whatsoever. And I gotta say, I'm very disappointed on this. But I'm not disappointed in the same way as I am with, like, Moose Light's ginger.
No.
No, God, no.
No, it's not the
like,
same.
maybe this one's deserving of a slightly higher grade. It's just that this one here, it's almost like they designed this to be a ginger beer, but they also designed it to be inoffensive. And I find that this particular one is plain Jane.
Yeah. At least it looks okay. I mean... Yeah, I don't know. At least it looks nice.
It looks nice. But it's not great, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend this. Like, if you were looking for a good quality ginger beer, this isn't it.
So far, we haven't found one.
No. Mill Street's products, like Tankhouse Ale, is really delicious, and they've had other products that have been sort of.
I know you don't like the organic, but as far as lights go, I really liked it.
Yeah. The lemon tea was a weird one.
That was bizarre. I don't know what that
What's the other one? I haven't tried the stock ale yet. So.
No, we haven't tried the stock yet.
Have you?
No.
Really?
Not yet. Or the pills.
Well, yeah, the pill's still sitting in the fridge.
Yeah, no, the stock ale and the pills we haven't tried yet.
What would you give this?
I'm gonna say 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that and go with 2 myself. It's better than your Moose Light Ginger, and I gave that a 1.5. But this is almost it's almost passable. Like if you were looking for an inoffensive ginger beer, might do it for you. It's just it doesn't really taste a lot like ginger. It's got like a small hint of flavor of ginger, and I'm getting this on the thing.
Seriously though, what isn't better than Moose Ginger? Like I had to use my Moose Ginger as mix. I had to put rum in it.
Yeah, well, you put rum in it. Even in the friggin' liquor stores, Moose Light Ginger, they say, add ice cubes to this to make it taste better. I'm like, put this thing on ice. Like, why would the hell would you want to put like a ginger beer or beer of any type on ice to make it taste better? Maybe that's like sounds like they knew themselves that they made a damn shitty beer.
This isn't as bad as that.
No, it's not as bad as Moose Light Ginger, but it's not that great either. Anyway, thank you for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review. Talk to you later.
Hopefully we can finish this.
Cheers.